What's up, everybody? You are watching CrispyGamer, and we are doing our first ever cooking show featuring WeirdGamer. So today I am making a steak, along with we're going to do some fresh basil, mushrooms, 2 different color serrano peppers, a red and a green. Go throw those both in, straight from the garden. We have our Everglades seasoning. This is what I always use for a lot of different foods. Tastes great. We got just a simple steak seasoning that the label got ripped off. A little Italian seasoning there, if you see that. So, and we have a PBR. Now, over here we have our cooking station. Letting that oven get up to about 250. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a reverse sear on our steak. Not only are we going to have steak, but we're also going to reach in here to the fridge, and we are going to go ahead and grab out these are potato puffs or tater tots. Get some tater tots going. And then, let's see here in the fridge, I don't think I ate all the salad. And then we're going to have a nice little salad going. So we're going to make all this for dinner tonight. And we're going to see how well it tastes. This is my first time doing a reverse sear on a steak using these ingredients. Now, first off, go ahead and take your Pabst Blue Ribbon. Not sponsored, by the way. Go ahead and crack that up and apply that straight to the chef. Refreshing. Now, I'm going to apply that to the chef as needed. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our big skillet here. We'll take our pan and we're going to go ahead and give that a nice little coating. And that way our steak is not sticking to our pan. Go ahead and set that down for a second. Put your pan away. Pan's almost out, so I'll have to run to the store to get some more of that. Go back on over here. Make sure you have a nice section of your board. Now, I'm not going to take the steak out of the packaging all the way because I don't want to have to go and clean the cutting board. So we're going to do this hopefully all in this package without cross-contaminating our steak. And I moved my trash can so it wasn't in the footage. So we're just going to set that over there aside. So, go ahead and take our steak seasoning. Make sure we got the right side open. Go ahead and nice and put that on there. Go ahead and take our Everglades seasoning original. Make sure we open them up the right side there again. And go ahead and give that a nice dusting. While you gave that a nice dusting, go ahead and take our Italian seasoning. And go ahead and, if it'll come out, give that a nice little dusting too. Now, while we have it like that, we're going to go ahead and move it on over to our pan. And hopefully, we get this in one good flip that we don't lose all of our seasoning. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, well, it doesn't exactly fit in the pan. My steak is a little too big for the pan. Well, why you got that in your pan? What is going on here? Why is that so lopsided? What is going on? What are you... Why are you so lopsided? Alright, that's better. Go ahead and redo your seasonings on the other side. I'm actually doing in a different order. We're going to do our Everglades first. Give that a nice Everglades dusting. That's okay if some fall on the pan. Gives it just a little bit more flavor. Go ahead and take our nice steak seasoning. And take our Italian seasoning here. Alright, well, the oven's up to about 245. Go ahead and take our steak here. And we're going to go ahead and open up that oven. We're going to throw it right on in. Now what that's going to do is that's going to start cooking it. Just going to start cooking it down. As that is cooking it down, we're going to go ahead and prepare our ingredients. And we're going to kind of do it like a sauce. So let's go ahead over here. Once you have fresh picked your basil from your garden, go ahead and take that apart. You don't want any of them stems in there, so make sure you go through and detach all your stems here. Stems are not what you want in your sauce that you're cooking with your steak. Once you get all that separated, oh, look, there's a big stem right there. Take that little bit of stem off. Take that stem off. You got some stems in here. Oops, I just threw that into the mixture. Don't do that. Don't throw it into the mixture. Throw it in the mixture, you're gonna have like some tough stems in your sauce, and that's not going to be so good. Another stem. And it looks like we got a couple more here. Oh, now I threw it in there. Dang it. Alright. Well, once you got your basil, go ahead and take your knife. Not a very clean knife. Let's clean that off real quick. Give it a nice little wipe down. And I'll say, it was just clean. You're going to go ahead and you're going to take your knife right through that fresh basil just a bit. Kind of go ahead and chop her on up the best you can. This would have been better if I was like... The oven's preheated. Just heard that beep go off. I don't know if you can see it based on my angle, but right over there is my fish tank. It's got one giant ivory snail named Jumbo. And we have our betta fish over there named Stitch. They're just over there chilling out while the lights are on. They're just kind of chilling out, hanging out with the program. Well, once you got your basil, go ahead and set your basil aside. We'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and just toss it in our pan. Go ahead with your little small skillet here now. Put it on the big burner. And go ahead and just mix that right on in. Quite a bit of basil, but that's alright. That's going to all cook down here in a second. Go ahead and go back over here to our prep station. Now you're going to go ahead and take your mushrooms. Go ahead and rip on that stem. You don't want that stem. So we're just going to go ahead and take out our stems here. There you go, now you get your stem. Last thing you want to do before anything else is you want to save your serranos for last, because it's going to add some spice to your meal. And you don't want that all on your cutting board, because once you cut everything, it adds even more spice to that than just in the sauce itself. Go ahead and take another sip of your PBR if you would like. Ah, America's beer. Excuse me. And go ahead. Then we're going to go ahead and prep our mushrooms here. Slice them to about what you would like. Slice mine a little thick. Go ahead, take that on over to the small skillet over here. I don't know if I want to use them all. We'll see. And just be sure you don't cut your fingers off. That'd be horrible. Alright, well, that's all the mushroom I really want to use. I have a little bit extra, so I'm going to cut away and dump these out so you don't see my nasty trash can. And I'll be right back. Alright folks, and we're back. Now go ahead and turn that stove on to about a nice medium high. And come back over here, grab a little bit of your Kikkoman soy sauce or whatever soy sauce you would like to use. Go ahead and open her up and just give her a nice little dollop in there. That's going to start adding a little bit more flavor to that sauce. Take a little bit of your Worcestershire, open that up. Oh, let's steam it just a little bit. Go ahead, add a little bit of Worcestershire in there. That gives it a little bit more flavor. Let's all them flavors come together. You can go ahead and put those back in your fridge. I got a interesting setup here in my fridge. And go ahead and take on out your jalapenos for your salad whenever you're ready to make that salad. Well, while we're going ahead and waiting on that to start cooking down, we're going to go ahead and grab a bowl on out of our fridge over here. Or not fridge, or cabinet. Go ahead and put that bowl down on your cutting board. Go ahead and take, I have pre-made salads. This makes it a little bit easier for dinner. Go ahead, dump on in your salad there. I might as well just make the whole thing. It's about half a bag. Go ahead and mix that on around in there. Go ahead and set that on the side. We are going to take a fork. Take your fork here. Go ahead and open up your pickled jalapenos. Jalapeno 2024. That way I know what my date is. Go ahead and take on now some pickled jalapenos. Go ahead and cap that back off. And shove that back in your fridge. Looks like we're coming along here pretty well. Oh man, if y'all could just smell those flavors that are coming together, whoo! It smells good. That smells delish. Oh, while that is cooking around with that basil, go ahead and turn your, once you got it really going, go ahead and turn that down low, let that start to simmer out. While that is starting to simmer out, set your salad aside. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take our serranos here. And we'll kind of want a little bit bigger pepper. We'll take our bigger one. We'll take a small one. Small because don't know how much I'm actually going to use. Take your top off there. No one needs that stem. Nasty, nasty stem. Who's going to eat that? Then we're going to go ahead and slice our serranos. A very nice, thick. Now go ahead and take those serranos and throw that into your pan. I'm going to take about 3 more. Throw that down into your pan. I'll throw our other 3 in the salad there. Throw little green ones in there just for color. Make our presentation very nice. Go ahead. Throw your serranos in there. Oops. I splashed. Made a little bit of mess. Oh. Now while we're waiting for that, just kind of simmer down. Let's go ahead. And Pabst Blue Ribbon. You know, not sponsored yet, but hopefully in the future we'll be sponsored. So, you know, tag Pabst Blue Ribbon. We're always making stuff with their beer. Now that's one of my favorite beers. Now not everybody likes that beer, but that's all right. Everybody's got different taste, different flavor. All right, you notice that my sauce is almost out. We can go ahead and take a little bit of our butter here. Butter works good for everything. Go ahead and take a little bit of that slice of butter. Probably should clean that knife first. Oh well. That butter's just going to give it a little bit more fatty content, a little bit more flavor. It's also going to keep our skillet from drying out here. Also remember, this is everything that is going right on top of our steak. That smells great. See that butter starting to slowly melt down there. So we're just going to kind of give it a little stir there, a little mix. Really let that all come together. I almost touched that with my bare hands, so go ahead and right there. Oh man, those flavors and those aromas are really coming together there. Let's check on our steak real quick. Alright, well, not quite there. Let's go ahead and bump that up just a little bit to about 300. That's okay if our steak's not there yet. We can go ahead and set that on to the side. Go ahead and turn that off. Go ahead and take your potatoes there. Open up your bag of tater tots, your taters. Go ahead, portion out what you think you might need. I'm going to portion out a small little bit. Throw that on into the air fryer. We're going to set that about 380 for about 15 minutes. We can go ahead and start that. Well, folks, I will come back when everything is getting cooked and we'll get ready for our next step. How does that sound? We're going to have some ice cream for dessert too. Alright, I'll catch y'all here in a little bit. Alright guys, welcome back to CrispyGamer Cooking featuring WeirdGamer 17. Now while we're gone, the tater tots have gone ahead and finished cooking. Now we're going to go ahead and check on our steak. My mitten's a little dirty there, so I just go ahead and ignore that. Oh yeah, it looks good, smells good. We can go ahead and throw that on our skillet here, turn that on to high. Let that go ahead. Woo! Now I'm pretty sure y'all just saw that there, but I just went ahead and grabbed that damn skillet without even thinking about that. It just came out of the fucking oven. And I just burnt the snot out of my hand. Holy smokes, that hurt. Oh my gosh, that hurt. Now we got some ice to cool that down. Oh man, that hurt. That's gonna blister tomorrow. Woo! Oh man, that hurt. Look at those fingers turning red. Oh, that hurt. Oh yeah, look, it's already blistering. I don't know if y'all can see that right there. It's blistering already. Oh man, it burnt the snot out of my hand. We're gonna go ahead and turn our ventilation on just a little bit while that go ahead and cook. And to prevent me from doing that again, put my glove back on because God, that hurt. We're gonna take our seasonings here. And we're gonna go ahead, dump that right on top of that meat. Oh man, that was hot. Man, look at that going and cooking. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Well, while I'm waiting on that, go ahead and put some more ice pack on that. It's so hot that it cracked the ice. Now we're going to want to check this periodically. Make sure we're getting a nice good Make sure we're getting a nice good sear of our steak here. And we don't want to sear it too much because we cooked most of it inside the oven when we were putting that browning on it. Now I don't know about y'all, but I kind of like my steak a little bit medium rare to medium. Oh, it's gonna hurt the rest of the time. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Might have to turn that a little bit higher on because I am smoking out my apartment. I am smoking my apartment out right there. Let's go ahead and flip that on. Oop. Go ahead and flip that on over. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Add some of that stuff back on top. It didn't come out as saucy as I like it like last time, but oh, it's going to come out very well. And that is going to hurt. Oh, it's starting to turn purple. Oh, that hurt. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's starting to turn purple. Oh, I almost did it again, too. Oh, wow. What an idiot. I'll go ahead and put that on up there next to the fan. That fan doesn't do hardly anything. Really don't want to set the smoke detector off. That'd be a funny video though. Oh, that hurts. Well, while I'm waiting for that to cook, I'm gonna keep running my hand under some cold water. At least that finger. Good golly, that hurt. Cooking mistake 101. Don't grab the metal handle out of on the pan after it comes right out of the oven. Don't do it. It hurts. That handle's hot. Well, while we're waiting for that to finish searing, let's go ahead and finish dressing up our salad here. Go ahead, take a little bit of cheese, throw some cheese in there. Got me some nice pepper jack here. Ooh, that. Got some nice pepper jack. Oh, let's do ranch today. I did Italian vinegar the other day. I'm gonna do ranch today. God damn it! Alright, now let's go ahead and get our plate on out. We'll come back to this here in a little sec, in a bit. Go ahead and get our plate out. Go ahead and get our nice, beautiful steak out. Get some of that, get some of them ingredients back out. They kind of got a little charred. That's alright. Still tastes fine. Don't touch that handle. Don't touch it. It hurts. It's hot. Now, not to make a mistake again, go ahead and open up our thing, grab our tater tots out. It's not so bad. These aren't so hot. Oh man, that hurts. Oh, that's gonna throb the rest of the night. Well, and there you have it. A nice, beautiful steak cooked by WeirdGamer 17. That's gonna be a pretty good dinner. One last thing I forgot to mention. Go ahead and grab your glass here. Nice little whiskey glass. Get a scoop of ice. Go ahead and take your decanter here. You don't have to be in the decanter, but mine's a very beautiful, very nice decanter. And we're having a Maker's Mark 101 whiskey with our dinner tonight. That should be about good enough. Top that back off. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you had a good laugh out of me burning the snot out of my hand. And until next time.